Learning the Ila Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basaka Maseches Gitin Perik Gimel Mishna Dalet Shleisha Dvarim Amar Balazim and Parta Lefnei Chachamim. Balazim and Parta said three things in front of the Chachamim. The Kaimu Es Devarav, they accepted his words. Al Ir Sheikh Fuab Karkam, if there's a city that was surrounded, it was sieged. Va'al Asfina Hamitrefes Biam, or if you have a boat that's in the river about to sink but it didn't sink yet. Va'al Hayetzi Lidin, or there was a person that was judged B'dinei nefashis, but he wasn't taken out to kill yet. All these three, sheheim becheskes kayamin, we can assume that they're still alive, and therefore you could give, if you made a shliach to give a get, you could assume that the Baal is still alive. Aval ir shekivsha karkum, but if he was in a city that was already conquered by the Goyim, by the surroundings, v'sfina sha'avda biyam, or you have a boat that was already lost in the river, in the sea, it sunk, or if someone was taken out to get killed, and in the Gemara there's two lashonos. This is dafka by a bezdin shel Yisrael, but by a bezdin of Goyim. As soon as there's a psak din, even in the ration, in other words, where it was yotze lidan, we already can assume that he's dead. Or fakert is dafka by a bezdin of a goy. The mission is going, but in a bezdin shel Yisrael, we can assume that he is already died. So the halacha in the Sefer is that since it's already conquered by the Goyim, the boat is already sunk, or it was Yaitze Laharig, not just Lidan, is nice and love, Chomrei Hachayim v'Chomrei Hamesim. So you have to go L'Chumrei and assume that maybe he's died, but you also go L'Chumrei and assume maybe he's alive. And therefore, Bas Yisrael the Kayin, if a Bas Yisrael was eating Truma because she was married to a Kayin, so now she can no longer eat Truma. And also Bas Kayin Li Yisrael, so she was not eating Truma because she was married to Yisrael, but if the Yisrael died, she would be able to go back to eat Truma. Also, we assume L'Seicha B'Truma, both these cases, she can't eat Truma. Mishna Hey, Hamevi Get Eretz Yisrael, if someone brings a get, he's a shliach in Eretz Yisrael to bring a get, so he doesn't have to say B'fanai Nechta, V'chala, and the Baal got sick. Harei Mishalcha B'yad Achar. So then the shliach can make another shliach. In other words, this Mishnah is telling me that shliach is shliach, and it's learned down in Maseches Kedushin from the fact that it says v'shalach v'shalcha beis ba'amim, is you see that shliach is shliach. In the Gemara, there it says that if he said hoylech without saying at hoylech, then you could be mishalcha b'yad achar even though he wasn't sick. And if he says at hoylech, then you can't send it unless he's sick. So that's why the Mishnah says dafka if he's sick, dafka if he's chala, then you could be mishalcha b'yad achar, but otherwise you wouldn't be allowed to be mishalcha b'yad achar. Let's say the Baal instructed the first shliach that he first take a certain chayfetz from the isha, and only after that should he give her the get. In other words, he wanted this chayfetz, and therefore the only way to get the chayfetz is by threatening her, saying that I'm only going to give you the get once you give me the chayfetz. So he had such akbada, then lo yishalchen b'yad achar, this shliach can't make another shliach to go ahead and give the get, because we're afraid that he's not going to go ahead and do that. She'in ritzayni she'pikdoyne b'yad achar. But if he would actually go ahead and make another shliach, as long as the second shliach was first mekabel the chayfetz, and only after that did he give the get, then the get would be a good get. In this Mishnah, you see that shliach is a shliach to give the get, but legabe making a shliach to write the get, he wouldn't be able to make another shliach to write the get. The Gemara says because two reasons: either because mili loy mimserim l'shliach, meaning if he's giving over the get to give to someone else, then he's giving over some sort of mamasha. So then you could say shliach loyse shliach. But if he's just telling him to write, so that's just words ba'alma. So then that shliach can't tell another shliach to write. The other pshat in the Gemara is because it's bizayin the Baal. The Baal is embarrassed that he doesn't know how to write the get, so therefore he's only telling one shliach, but he doesn't want that shliach to go ahead and announce it to the next guy that he doesn't know how to write the get. But in our Mishnah, where it's talking about he's giving a shliach to give the get, and that shliach can make another shliach to give the get.